Let me try it from my angle. See if there's something different about being over here. Oh, it just went. I told you something about the angle. I get to be the button clicker now. That's fine. I got promoted.
Yeah, right. Or demoted. One of the
we're demoted. I mean, look at it.
Sorry, official button clicker. Hey, kids! Welcome to another exciting episode of the Tipsy Irishman show, whatever it's called. The show. Yeah, that's how we talk about it. The show.
Yeah, the show. What are we doing this week?
So I get a drink of my bubbly. Bubbly?
No sponsor this week.
No sponsor this week. We're going to just be cool and sponsor life. So go out and enjoy life.
Go out and 'tis the season to be given, right? So look around, look at your church, look at your community center. But my church does this all the time, where they put up the tree and there's kids that are looking for gifts or whatever. Grab one, drop off an unwrapped toy, Toys for Tots, do something.
This is like the angel tree at like the malls.
Yeah. Yep.
And I guess we do Second Harvest. We do.
Yeah, that's this weekend, bro.
Next weekend.
I thought it was this Saturday.
Well,
it's Saturday. A week
from today.
Yeah, a week from today.
Yeah, so they're doing pretty good. I keep getting emails that they are going to surpass their goal this year, which is
excellent.
Good.
Yeah, very cool.
And they do good stuff for the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays. So if you are in I guess they're everywhere, right? In Orange County? In Florida?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't.
Well, they're definitely in Orange County. So if you're in the Orange County area of Florida, please check that out, because they love volunteers. And it's a pretty good time.
It's a great time. Yeah, they're really good with their
feel good about yourself, at least, for 10 minutes. Feel a little selfish. But on that note, my friends, we're going to let Jake tell you about this little thing he brought.
Yeah, we have an interesting one. This is Shenks, 2024 Shenks. So the first year I saw Bombergers and Shenks come out, I didn't know what it was. And I didn't know enough at the time to kind of flip the label around and read the damn thing and figure it out. It was just, it was expensive, and I was like, I don't need it. This is a Michter's product, and this is one of the higher-end Michter's products. And the higher-end Michter's products are really hard to get, right? So when you're talking the toasted barrel stuff, the 10 years, they're really difficult to get your hands on. This is Michter's juice. If you read the back here, distilled, bottled by Michter's Distillery, Louisville, Kentucky. It says bottled by, it doesn't say distilled. Now I'm going to have to do a little more research. I swore this was distilled by them.
Again. Damn,
I know. It still says Michter's Distillery. I'm 99% positive it's Michter's Distillery. Anyway, so this is Shenks. They do 2 releases every year. They do the Bombergers and the Shenks.
I can't see them not distilling it
It would be bizarre.
If they're, you know what I'm saying?
Shenks is a sour mash whiskey. One of the cool things I love about this show is it forces me to educate myself. I didn't know what sour.
Educate me.
Yeah, right. And everyone else. I didn't know what sour mash was. I had never looked into it, but there's a lot of things like Elmer T. Lee is a sour mash.
Sour, because I like sour mash, but I do not like Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah, Elmer T. Lee is a little dirty, but so all sour mash means is that they kept some of the fermented mash from the previous batch and put it into the next batch.
That's funny. That's interesting. So like Jack Daniels. My hands are so Jack Daniels on my table. So Jack Daniels is a sour mash.
Is it really?
The main Jack.
Jack 7.
I just read number 7. But then also what's a good bottle? It's always a bottle in the bond.
What, like Heaven Hill?
Yes. No, not Heaven Hill. What's the one we always get? That's 13. The 13. I can't remember what it's called. Oh my god.
13 what?
It's something 13. I can't remember. I just lost my train of thought totally.
No, I don't know. 13
but
colonies
in
Illinois.
That's a sour mash as well, but they don't taste at all the same. Completely different.
Well, so the whole point of sour mash isn't a type of grain, and it's a distillation process. It's where you are keeping some of the fermented mash from whatever you made and putting it into the next batch. Just because it says sour mash doesn't mean it's going to taste anything like any other sour mash. It's a process of distillation, and the reason they do it is for consistency. So you're keeping some of the old fermented. Oh, Henry McKenna 10.
So the regular McKenna, just the 80 proof jug of McKenna, it's a sour mash. And my friend Ryan, I said, it's good, you should get it. And I go, but it's the same thing, right? He goes, it is sour mash, but it's not, and it's not. It's night and day.
Right. So again,
it's just process.
It's just weird. Them keeping it over so the flavor profile stays consistent.
I lost my total train of thought on that. Sorry. I'm old. I'm sorry.
No, these come out once a year. They're limited release. A cool bottle. I like the bottle. This is actually what the Pappy 12 and 10 bottles look like. Yeah. This came through Publix. They come out at the same time. So Bombergers and Shenks both come out at the same time. Both Michter's products. I'd have to look at the Bombergers, but the one main difference that I know in the Bombergers is it's higher proof. And the reason I didn't bring that with us tonight is because this is my first drink of the night, and I didn't want to jump straight into something high proof. So this is lower proof. I'm not going to tell Ed what it is, but it's lower than the Bombergers, right? So the Bombergers comes in
I'm trying to
slightly
remember
higher.
what the Bombergers is.
You've had it at the house.
Oh, I think I've had this at the house too. It's very mellow.
Very mellow.
But
like
I'm going to say that it's probably higher proof than it smells.
no ethanol burn at all.
Well, you get deep in there. Get deep.
Man, it's got a little of that kind of old whiskey funk.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit. It's not.
I know it tastes better, but I'm going to say it almost has a Peerless smell.
It's very sweet.
Peerless is terrible.
This is very sweet. This is coming across. It's giving a low proof nose, no real ethanol, and very sweet. I couldn't find the mash bill on this. I was trying to do a little research.
I smell a little vanilla.
What they were saying this year, the other reason they call it sour mash whiskey instead of bourbon, there's two schools of thought there. One, the rye that's in here was finished in French oak, not American, so it can't be bourbon if it's finished in anything other than American oak. And then the second, right, and the second leading thought process on that is that this is not 51% corn. That this is less corn, and so that's why
I didn't.
So that's why they go. That's why they call it sour mash whiskey instead of bourbon. Let's see. Cheers. It definitely has a little rye. Maybe that's what that is.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Little wintergreen rye kind of smell to it.
Ooh, that was interesting.
I have thoughts on this bottle. I want to hear Ed first, and give his proof guess.
It's really kind of blah. Like, not a lot going on.
I didn't want to say it. You said
it's weird. You know when you take a soda, when you drink a soda, you get that little shh in your mouth.
Yes, it does.
It did that for a second.
It does that to your mouth.
Almost like champagne-y. Like,
kinda.
But there's no like real.
It's almost like an alkalinity.
There's no real taste. There's taste, but there's not. I'm gonna go 90 proof.
Oh, you're real close. I think it's like 91.2.
Damn.
You were real damn close. Yeah, it is very low proof.
Not today, COVID.
Yeah, right.
I'm back, baby.
That's not to say that I'm a total proof whore and that just because it's 90 proof, it's not great. I think Blanton's at that same proof point, I think 92 or 93, I forget, has much more depth and complexity to it than this does. It's not.
Taylor, 90 proof, right?
No, 100. Bottle and bond.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, each is 100.
What else is
it's not
Eagle Rare, sorry.
Yes, Eagle Rare, but I will say this. I like this better than Eagle Rare, but I'm not an Eagle Rare guy, so don't take my word for it. There's just nothing overly special about it for what they're charging, right?
I'll give you
don't remember, but it was north of $100.
Definitely.
Not age stated. So sometimes they'll just say barreled in like in a year or anything like that, but like
use as a mixer instead of straight.
Yeah, and that's what the bummer about it is because it's a special.
Mix with it?
It's a special release. It's from a really cool established distillery. The high-end Michter stuff is phenomenal. It's got a really great color to it. You know,
Love the color.
The colors. It looks like age and it smells like age.
We don't have an age on it though.
No, and it tastes like water. Like that's kind of my thoughts on it.
I hate to say this. Bringing back the Peerless. It's first of all just FYI, and I don't know. I got to remember. Did you get that one? I had a really old Peerless. I think you gave it to me. Somebody gave it to me. And it was horrible. Did not like it. Did not enjoy it. Was sad that I had it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think
this is a little better. I mean, I would drink this.
Yes, I would drink this all day. It was $50. It's something like 50, $60. It's wonderful. It's lower proof, and
I drink Blanton's all day with $50.
Yeah, heck yeah. It's $79.99 now. It's ridiculous. Again, and I may be missing something, and I may need to go back and revisit it.
I mean, I can't even articulate all the different nuances.
The finish is super short. The proof is way low. It's got great flavor. It tastes very good. You can really beat it around your mouth and kind of pull some of those flavors out.
It's not drying.
No, it's not overly oaky, and it does have a little.
Viscous.
It's got some Michter's. You can tell it's a Michter's product, but it doesn't taste very high rye to me.
No.
That was the general consensus as to why it wasn't labeled as bourbon or initially labeled as bourbon because it got too dry. But like, it doesn't taste like high rye to me. It doesn't sting the gums. It doesn't give you that long finish.
A weird effervescent thing. That was weird.
It tastes a little bit like I had a Chattanooga experimental barrel that used what they call caramelized wheat, and it tastes a little bit like that. It tastes a little bit like they put some of that weird flavoring in with the grain.
I wonder the darkness though. What's in it?
But that could, I mean, yeah, additive, something like that.
I mean, it was just like that fighting cock, 103 proof.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It has a lot going on for it. It's cheap. I think it's $30 out the door. It's tops out. I read it the other day. I thought it was 2 years old, but it's a 4-banger. But there's something in it for that color. The color is beautiful on it. There's something in it because if you drink the same thing at 100 proof, that's not that dark, the same age, it doesn't give. It gives you a headache.
Oh, yeah. It could
there's
be
something, a little extra sugar. There's something in there for coloring, I think. It's really good, but you can't have too many. You go.
This is definitely a little malty, not crazy, not overly malty, not like an American single malt, nothing like that. But it's you know what's reminding me of?
No barrel flavor either.
There's not a ton of barrel flavor. Yeah. When we did the Jack Daniel's single malt and it was chocolatey, I'm getting a little bit of that, not overly.
I do get a little vanilla.
Yeah,
little.
Bourbon is gonna, a little sweet, little caramel, a little vanilla, but I'm trying to get underneath it to like.
Going over to my Wild Turkey 101.
Oh yeah, right.
Right.
I do think this is probably pretty high malt. It's got some malty to it, which I generally don't like. I didn't hate it here. Again, I don't dislike the pour. I think it's a good pour. I like the taste. It's low proof and it's real expensive, and it only comes out once a year, and it's gonna be real damn hard to find. So, if offered,
it is because in 5 years, it's the first one I've seen.
Yeah, if you're offered both,
in my liquor career,
if you're offered both, I would say steer towards the Bomburgers. The Bomburgers to me, and maybe we'll do a show on that here over the break when we got more time.
So real nice, Clark.
Yeah, real nice, Clark.
We just watched that last night.
The Bomburgers is great. I think that's a really, really cool pour. That, again, special release, same concept, but I think it's like 108 proof and way more going on in that bottle than what's going on in here. Again, if it's something broken out at an event or a party, I wouldn't steer away from it. It tastes good. It's just for you to own it. I wouldn't take it to a bottle shop. It's too damn expensive. What do you do with it? It's so expensive. Right.
You put it on your shelf, and somebody goes, "Oh, I've heard about that. Can I try it?"
Yeah, and you go, "Yeah, knock yourself out," and you don't feel bad about it. It's just kind of where it lands for me. At the risk of sounding like a total proof whore, this is gotta get proofed up to have anything going on in the bottle. It's caramely and sweet and a little funky and a little malt to it, but it's just nothing special.
When he has no words, that's not good.
Yeah,
just throw it out there, guys.
When you said it's kind of blah, that was my initial thought when I drank it. I didn't want to say it out loud because I didn't want to steer you, but it's like there's just not a ton going on there. Not for me.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, on that, my friends, have a good week. Mm-hmm. And we had some stuff go on here in the last week or so. So hopefully, the people who wanted that to happen have a really good.
Oh, Monday's
yes,
Veterans Day, right?
Veterans Day.
Yep.
So if you see a veteran, a veteran, make sure you tell them thanks.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it Memorial Day?
I'd have to double check it.
I think it's Memorial Day. I don't know. I was at the fair team.
No, Memorial Day is in like September.
That's right.
It's over
Veterans Day.
Yeah, it's Veterans Day.
I got a little poppy pin from the Legion. We were at an event today, and to honor the ones who didn't make it back. So, keep those people in thought. If you see someone in uniform and know that they're served, give them a thanks.
Yeah,
takes 2 seconds. Doesn't hurt you. Makes them feel great. And on that note, my friends, we'll see you on the next episode. We'll see if it turns off.